Are you really out here freestyling your life with no planner? I know you lying, because that's literally crazy. Listen, if you're tired of forgetting deadlines, running late, or feeling like your life is in shambles, it's probably because you don't have a system that actually works. But don't trip, because I got you, okay? Today I'm letting you steal my exact planner setup. The same setup that keeps me on top of my goals, my schedule, and my sanity. Because planning isn't just about being organized, it's about standing on business and making life easier. So grab your planner, take some notes, and let's get you all the way together, okay? Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. This is Marquita from At Home with Kita, and here I share tips on how to plan a balanced life. So if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Y'all, today, baby, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my exact planner setup. A lot has changed, and it's time that I share with you what all the changes are and how I use my planner to keep me all the way together, okay? Because your girl ain't perfect. She got flaws, she got things she need to work on, life is happening, and we got goals, okay? And so I'm gonna share with you how my planner is set up. I'm gonna do a flip through, show you all the things, so hopefully you'll get inspired and you'll see some things that maybe you can add to your planner to make it that much more effective. So let's get into it. Now I have to admit, y'all, this is the most planner piece that I've had in my life. I was gonna say in a long time, but it's legit in my life, okay? I feel like such a good feeling with how my planner is set up right now. So I just had to share it with you guys. And these videos always tend to do really well because y'all nosy. Y'all want to see what I got going on in my planner. So I'm about to show you. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the whole entire thing. I'm going to share everything with you. I'm going to let you see it all. And I'm going to talk you through maybe, you know, certain things about why I added this insert and that insert and kind of my thought process when it comes to keeping it all together. Because your girl's in a good place. She's feeling like she's getting it all done. And I love that for me. Okay. And so I love this for you because you're about to see it all. So let's get right into it, okay? First and foremost, leather cover here. Everything is from Fancy Plans Co. We're not gonna say it again, okay? Just know that, and I'll try to link as much as I can below so that way it makes it easy for you if you wanna grab anything. No pressure, okay? I'm just sharing is caring, so I wanna share with you guys how my planner is set up just in case you're wondering, okay? So that's what I got going on, our vegan leather cover. Love it in gray. I like to coordinate my cover with the cover here, which is one of our hard covers. Our hard covers are probably one of my most favorite things that I've added to the shop. I just love that you can now get it in a hard cover like this, or you can get it in lamination in the various different styles. So that's what I got going on here. Super gorgeous in our Moody Aesthetic collection. I'm all about the vibes right now, y'all, okay? And I'm gonna change this again soon because I just like different looks. And so right now, this is where we at, okay? I got the little hardware here, super aesthetic, very gorgeous in my opinion. Love it, all right? So that's the cover I'm using. I went for our frosted discs here because I just think it flows really well. I don't keep too much stuff in my side pocket over here. I just have some sticky notes because I use sticky notes a lot. Low-key obsessed. This is our do-it-yourself sticky note kit. So it comes like with this page marker here, and then you can put your various sticky notes. Comes with 10 different sticky notes, and then you can put it in your planner. But my planner is a little on the bulkier side, so I just decided to stick it in this pocket. And I think it gives it a little bit of a nice little look as well. So I just tucked that right on in. I also have some stickers here because I love boxes. So I have 2 different colors here. So that way I have easy access for planning purposes. So that's really all I keep in my side pocket. I used to keep all the things in my side pocket, but I'm a lot different now. And you're gonna see that when it comes to my planner and how I plan very minimally. And I'm not mad at it, okay? And I think we just go through different phases in our life where sometimes we want all the things, all the stickers, all the everything. And then maybe it's my age. I'm getting a little older since you first met me, okay? And now I'm just a different person. So I plan a little bit different, and that can change in the future. You just never know. You know, life be lifing. Okay, so that's the cover I'm using. It's double-sided. It's so gorgeous. I just love that it's a hard cover, very durable, and it just looks so good in my planner. And if I decide, hey, I don't want the leather cover, I just want to use the hard cover, look how that looks. So pretty. And she's a chunkster, y'all. Okay, so first and foremost, let me talk you through the different sections I have. That has not changed. I'm thinking about changing one of them, but I'm not sure yet, okay? So I have top tabs and side tabs. So on my top tabs, I have subsections, if you will. And y'all, you'll have to excuse me. There's a guy out there doing the lawn, And I hate it when that happens, but I'm not gonna stop the show just because he's here. All right, so as I get to the different various sections, I'll talk you through what section we're in. But my top tabs, I have work, inbox, routines, goals. And my work stays here because I want to be able to get to that quickly. And then my side tabs, I have calendar, home, and then I have finances, fitness, faith, and personal. All right, so that's kind of how I have everything set up. All right, then we get to the first page, the 2025 page. Okay, I had to get y'all wider out. So I changed my angle because that was just too close up. I have different lenses for different angles, different vibes, different blurred backgrounds, whatever I'm trying to accomplish in that video, I changed the lens. So I got you all, now you can see everything, okay? So I love this 2025 page, love the aesthetics of it. And y'all, this will be the new design for 2026 planner boxes, just so you know. Of course, it'll say 2026, okay? So that's what I got there. Then I have a little card here, journal card there that says, current vibe, working for the lifestyle I promised myself. Love this. This comes free with every order until we run out, then we'll redesign, all that jazz, okay? Y'all, I love a good layering situation. So as you can see, we've got her layered. Okay, this is from the Moody Aesthetic Collection. And y'all, we now have new semicircle dashboards, which y'all have been going gaga over. Okay, so that's how they look. They come in vellum or cardstock. I think they just add such a beautiful touch to be able to have the perfect layering situation. So I've got it layered with this one that says, create a life you can't wait to wake up to. Yes, ma'am, absolutely. I need to see that first. And then this is from the Moody Aesthetic Collection. Just some vibes going on, very pretty. I love my setup right now, so I'm not quite sure when I'm gonna change everything, but I know I am gonna change it because I do like a fresh look. But right now, I just love it. And I wanna use it, and that's the key there, okay? On the back of the vellum, I just have a couple of sticky notes and notepads and just various things. And so I just have that kind of pinned here. And then this right here underneath is a transparent sticky note that says it's time to, with some various prompts. Get yourself together, fix what can be fixed, improve your thoughts, just some little motivation there. I love little motivating words and things like that within my planner. Then I have my 100 things to track in your planner. This just gives you some ideas of some things you can track, especially if you're like, I ain't got no plans. You do. You absolutely do. Okay, so that really helps you to kind of gather your thoughts. All right, then we get to the table of contents with a little quote sticky note on there. I need to write in a quote. I changed it out. And this is how my planner flows for the most part with all of my various sections that we just talked about before. Right, then we get to a color code key. Love this color code key when I'm color coding, which I'm not doing right now, but this just gives me some ideas of the colors and the various tasks and things that I can use for my color coding. All right, so I keep that popped in. And then we get to the calendar section, which has the affirmation notepads here. And then underneath has the calendar notepads. I like to stick things on dashboards and tabs because I like to use the various different things. So I'll grab a few pages of sticky notes and of notepads and pin them. So that way when I'm ready to use them, they're in my planner already. Backside is the same thing except the list. And then this is the tracker notepad or sticky notes. Another one of our beautiful semicircle dashboards, y'all. I am obsessed with them. You're gonna see them throughout my whole system, okay? So that says 2025, super gorgeous. And then in back of it is the year at a glance. Love the year at a glance because it just helps you to plan out your tasks high level. And you could do it for the whole entire year. So I've got a couple of things. Usually I work within 3-month increments. Unless I know something's happening, I will go ahead and put it on the schedule. But usually if I'm sitting down to plan or pre-plan, it's gonna be, you know, the first 3 months of the year, all right? So I've got all of those in here. And I have it clipped usually with this flower paper clip that comes in white or black. I love them. These are really popular in our store. So I just keep it kind of popped in right there. All right, then we get to a schedule. This is just a sample schedule that I like to keep in the planner just in case. I'm not a big hourly person, but every now and then I will have an hourly day. And so this helps me to just kind of know what that looks like for me. All right. And then we get to February, of course, which is past. I need to go ahead and pull these inserts out and make room for March. Okay, we are now in March. Can you believe it? But I thought I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out now, but I'll show you kind of how my February looked. It was really busy and very productive. I feel like my February was on point. And that's because of my planner. I'm a big advocate for planning, as you can see. And remember I talked to you about how different I am when I'm planning. As you can see, it's a lot simpler now. She just writes in her plans. She's very demure, very mindful. And so I just sometimes use a pen and a highlighter. And sometimes I use all the stickers. It just depends on how I feel for that particular week. And sometimes I don't have a lot going on. I know we went to the cabin this week, so I didn't really plan it out. I did plan out a couple of things, but I knew I wasn't going to be doing much because I wasn't going to be in town. Okay, and then this week went really well. I popped in one of our new inserts, by the way. I love these. One of my previous videos, I used this as a thumbnail, and y'all were like, now what insert is that, sis? Okay, and I tried to respond to the comments, letting you know which one it is. It's fairly new to our shop. Love this one. This is great for those who don't need a full planner, don't want a full weekly spread, monthly spread. You just want something to plan on, because you can map it out however you want, because it comes blank. And there's also one that has words written here above. So that way you could just put in whatever works for you. All right, so I love having that there. And I just popped it in this week because I knew I wanted to break some things down. And then I color coded it so it made it more fun and easier to see certain things. And then this is the second half of the spread. So as you can see, this was still simple. All I literally did was just pop in some sticky notes and some stickers and highlighter and pen, and that was it. And I love how I'm planning. It's just, I don't know, I feel like I'm so much more productive when I don't have to sit down and spend a couple of hours putting stickers on a page. I think that holds us up sometimes because we feel like it needs to look a certain way. It doesn't. Just write it in. Just write it in. And that's why I keep my highlighter here and some stickers in the front of my planner, so I can do just that. I could just use a couple of things to keep me inspired, but I don't use all the things to where it holds me up and I'm not actually achieving my goals. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Okay. Then I told you guys I'm doing a March win. So I'm going to pull this out as well as this. This is Addison's homeschool schedule because I need to transfer that week to week as well as this ruler. Okay. I'm going to pull that out as well. And that's the end of February. Again, I was super duper productive. Y'all, I am obsessed with this layout. This is our weekly all-in-one. We have multiple versions of this. This is the version 2. We have a version 1 which looks, excuse me, a little bit different. This one's more cleaner in my opinion. The other one has a little bit more script fonts and things like that. So this is probably our most popular layout. And I made some changes to it. So now we have another version of the vertical or of the weekly all-in-one version 2. We have a version 2 of this. Okay. And it's the inverted version. All right. So I'm going to pull this out because I don't need it anymore. And I do keep my planner inserts for a year. At the end of the year, I reflect and then I keep anything that's sentimental. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out February. Also, you guys, for the 2026 box, the month is going to look like this. Okay, just to give you a sneak peek, insider type things. It pays to stick around, okay? So you know what's coming, all right? So I'm really excited about that. And so now let's get into some March action because, again, it's March. Now, your girl hasn't planned yet. We just started March. Okay, so she's going to do that today. So don't judge me, all right? Because it's going to get done. So this is how the monthly layout looks. Of course, usually within my monthly layout, I'm just going to put standard stuff and appointments and things that are coming up. And I'm going to pull from that the at a glance pages that I showed you earlier to see what I have going on and then fill it in with all of the stuff that occurs standard. All right, so this is the layout I'm using for March. Remember I told you we made some changes to the weekly all-in-one, and let me show you how it looks. Okay, remember how this one looks. I'm going to show you really quickly so you can see a comparison. All right, so this is inverted. This is the inverted layout, and what I mean by that is that what's on the bottom is on the top and what's on the top is on the bottom, as you can see. This is here and this is here. So it's inverted, okay? So that's what it's called in the shop. And then the things here on the side, you see the sidebar is just a little bit different as well. The financial is here on the bottom, the meals is on the top, all right? Your focus is down here as well. And it just looks a little bit different, all right? So just take note of that. And so I'm gonna try this layout for this month and see how I feel about it. Having my calendar here, my weekly calendar here, and then my other random tasks down here at the bottom, if that makes a difference. Don't think that it will, but again, I like having a different look at times too. All right, so that's how, or what I'm using for the month of March in terms of my weekly and monthly planner. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this stuff in just so I have it, because again, this goes from month to month with me until I run out of space and have to create a new one. So I'm going to be tracking my March wins. That's a big thing for me right now because I need some big wins. I need some wins in general, small or big. And then this task list here reminds me of things not to forget to plan for on a monthly basis. This is just stuff for my spirituality that I like to keep popped in each week. So I have the reminders of things that I need to do on that level. And then my page marker. All right. Those are all the things that travel with me from week to week. Okay, so that's it for my weekly and monthly inserts. And then I kept the daily all-in-one in here. I want to maybe try to incorporate that. We have a full monthly, weekly, daily layout now. So it comes with the monthly all-in, or the monthly that I just showed you, the weekly all-in-one, this version. Okay, and then it also comes with the daily sheets. So that's really cool, right? 30 days, or it might be 31 days. So I went ahead and just did a day just to see how I felt about it. And I kept it in here just for reference and just to inspire me. So I keep that here, as well as the priority matrix. And then I also do or fill in the inserts, and I try to do a video showing you guys how to use them. And usually it's short form. We may start to incorporate some long form because I know you guys like to have a full in-depth. And when I do, I like to have these for reference. So it just helps, okay? Then I have my pre-planning sheets, both a half sheet and a full sheet. I went ahead and planned ahead for April. So this is always a good idea. So now when it comes to filling in my planner, I'm going to use this for reference, as well as my at a glance pages, to see what I have to get done for the month. So I love a good pre-planning session. I might do that for May as well. Then we get to work, all right? I have a little sticky note here just with some reminders and just things I don't want to forget. If I want to dump something out real quick, I'm going to put it there. We have a beautiful aesthetic flower from our Moody Aesthetic collection as a little decor of sorts. I love a good layering situation. And then remember, we still have February in here because it's just now March. So I'm going to show you my February on my business planner. Then we're going to get rid of it. Okay. So business and social media was super duper productive. I know you see my content. I know you see things are kind of a little bit different around here. Okay. So we're very inspired right now. We try to capitalize on those moments because they don't always happen. Sometimes I'm Debbie Downer. I'm in a rut. I don't feel inspired. I don't want to do nothing. But I felt really good in February, and I'm hoping to feel the same way in March. So I did tackle a lot of different projects. I got a lot done. And so this is how my February looked. I started to get my life together mid-month, as you can see. And then when we get to the weeklies, I didn't always keep up with it for the whole entire month of February, but then I started to get my life together. Okay, so typically in my weekly spreads, I'm going to put my YouTube videos here at the top. I'm going to transfer week to week my to-do list. So you're going to see some of the same items. And then I section off my weekly the best way that works for me based on the various different parts of business that I am working with. Okay, as you can see, sticky note at the top with my YouTube videos. I like a sticky note because sometimes it doesn't happen, so I can pull the sticky note off and put it to the next week. And so that works for me. And then in terms of my sections, it's going to be Fancy Plants Co. I do a photo a day and 2 reels. Then at home with Keita, I was trying to do 2 reels, y'all, but I don't got no more Amazon stuff to buy. So it's been a real challenge to do that type of content on At Home with Keita, because I know that's what y'all want. When I post any other type of content, it don't get no views. So we got to regroup and figure out our strategy for At Home with Keita. All right, and then YouTube, I have a schedule for that. Some standard things I try to do every week. Like Mondays, I try to capture B-roll, come up with ideas. Wednesday, I do my thumbnail and my scripts. And then Friday, I do my bulk filming of all of my YouTube videos. So I like to write that in, all right? And then I have my Keita's Food and Fit, which is my fitness journey, y'all. I'm doing real good with that because that's where I am right now. That's my goal, is to lose weight. So I'm just feeling really inspired with that particular social media, and that one is growing a lot. Okay, so I try to do at least 1 to 2 videos a day. I also recently got approved for TikTok Shop, y'all, which I'm really excited about, okay? Because there was some issues with my old account At Home with Keita, got permanently restricted because I made some mistakes, simple mistakes, and they don't give you second chances. So I got approved on my Keita's Food and Fit, but I'm trying to make it all fitness related, even TikTok Shop content, and only items that I actually use. And so I'm excited to really get going with that. So I try to do 1 regular life Keita's Food and Fit, like maybe it might be like a motivation video or an update or a haul or something like that. And then I do 1 on TikTok Shop. Okay, then I have my Monetize, which is where I teach you guys how to do Amazon product reviews. And all I do is just tick mark the videos that I do. If I post 3, I tick 3 times. Okay, and then I'm trying to do more with my LTK, y'all. It's just a lot of stuff going on. I'm telling you, sometimes I'm very much overwhelmed, okay? And that's why this has to happen for me. I have to write it in. And it just works for me to be able to tackle as many projects as I can. If I don't get it done, I exit off. If I do get it done, I check it off, okay? And then I pop this little thing in for things I need to photograph within the shop or just in general. And then my TikTok Shop schedule videos, I'm gonna probably start using this insert differently going forward. It hasn't been that effective for what I needed to do. So I'm gonna restructure how I use this. Then on the back, I was just putting all my B-roll shots, okay, based on my YouTube videos. So this is how my week typically looks, all right? And then this one, I felt like I messed up on the layout, so I was like, let me try again. And this video, or this week, was really, really productive, okay? And I love that for me. All right, so same structure, as you can see, sections are exactly the same. I need to pull this out because these are my inserts that I want to create. I told you guys I'm in a insert creating mood, and so I'm just creating a ton of inserts, and so I keep this and move it from week to week. I'm also going to move this only because I need to copy this stuff down. These are all the TikTok shop items that I have, whereas this, remember I told you I'm kind of trying to figure out how to use this insert the most effective way possible. So right here I used it for photographing, different ideas for that, or what I knew I needed to photograph. And then this week I used it for all of my TikTok shop stuff that I had already purchased, so I can do a video on those items. So we'll see how this insert continues to progress, y'all. But look at that week. Look at that week, y'all. You got to admit, it's something about it, right? And I just felt so good this week. I said, you know what? I'm going to just do as much as I can do. And I feel like I got a lot done. Now, a lot of these TikTok shop videos I wasn't able to do because I didn't realize you can only do 5 a week when you are in the beta program, which I'm in because I don't have 5,000 followers on that particular account. And you are supposed to technically have 5,000 followers in order to do TikTok shop. So they only let me do 5 videos and I don't like it. But that just pushes me and motivates me to do or to get to 5,000 followers. That's all that does. Okay, again, my to-do list has grown a little bit. So I'm going to take this to-do list and I'm going to transfer that to March. So yes, I'm going to pull these inserts out, but I still need them. I'm going to keep them nearby so that way I can copy that to-do list to make sure that I get it done in March. And I just keep pushing things until I eventually get them done. All right, I started to write some things in. I'm going to sit down today again and fill in all of my video ideas. I have all of that in Notion. Notion is awesome, game changer for me. Can't live without it, okay? And I use Notion for all of my ideas, and I'm able to do that on the go or if I'm on my computer here at home. And so once I figure out my YouTube content strategy in Notion, then I'm going to come here and write it here. And then from here, you'll see the sticky notes within my week telling me which video I'm doing for that particular week. All right, I'm just going to put this here temporarily because I did put a new one in here, and I am going to use it to write down my TikTok shop videos. And then I'm not quite sure yet how I'm going to use the top part here and then how I'm going to use the back part. Not sure yet, but I'll figure all that out and we'll come back and revisit this. But as you can see, I have everything already sectioned out. I just have to highlight all the subjects and then fill in all of what I'm doing for this week. I started it. And then I just have to finish, you know, filling it all in. And I think I'm also, you guys, gonna come back and do a video on how I plan, because there's a lot of different moving parts that some of you, especially if you're new here, may be confused about. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how I plan. But right now, I just want you to steal my setup because it's awesome. And if it works for me, it may be able to work for you too. So anything you see here is free game, okay? Just let me know if you have any questions. So I'm using our vertical lined version 2 layout. So it's got the little boxes here at the top, and then it's got your vertical here. When it comes to business and social media, I'm a list maker. I'm a list maker at heart in general. And so this works better for me for my business and social media, whereas the other layout works better for me for my home life. So that's why I have to have 2 sections. I can't merge the 2 together. I tried it, it just don't work for me. Okay, and then here I have just some standard video ideas to just give me ideas. And then this is where I keep all of my B-roll type videos, my ideas on just short little B-roll clips. And then on the back side, I have my viral hooks. Screenshot this, okay? Especially if you're a content creator, you gotta have visual, you gotta have hooks, visual hooks and regular hooks. And these have been getting me some real traction, okay? So screenshot that right there, okay? I'll wait, because these are awesome. And let me know if you wanna copy, I can send you a picture of it or whatever, you know, I don't mind. And then I have my social stats tracker. I've been using the same thing for about a year now. That's why it says November. It's like November of 2023. And I just write in all of my followers as I grow. These are some real ideas based on some different categories. So I just keep that popped in my business section along with some things I want to create for the shop, some projects. It's just a running list of that. And then we get to my inbox section. This is where I come and dump everything out. So I can just get it out of my head and get it onto paper. So I've got the getting things done method, just the process here to help me to do that. And then I also have our brain dump prompts here to help me to do that as well. So I've got a pretty huge inbox. I revamped our inbox inserts. We've got maybe about 4 different inbox inserts. So you're sure to find something that works for you. I love how clean this looks. Let me show you how it looks with no writing. I love how clean it looks. And then also it gives you some prompts. This would be if it's not completed, no check mark. Check mark would be completed, X would be canceled, and then an arrow will be if I want to delegate it. So I've got a lot of things going on. So what I do is I pull it from here. I put it either on my at a glance if it has a date, and then I transfer that to my month when I get ready to plan it out. Or I'll just add it as a to-do list item if it doesn't have a due date, but I know I want to get it done that month. So I've got a few pages of inbox inserts in here. So if I have a random thought that comes into my mind, I'm going to put it in my my inbox. All right. Then I did a video on a priority list recently. And so I kept this imp here because there's still some things on here that I need to complete. And I color coded everything by the priority. And that really helped me. That's another reason why I kept this in here. And then I kept a few more sheets in here. Also, I don't like getting rid of it when I have a whole backside that I can use. I don't like to waste, y'all. So I kept those in here in hopes that I can get some of that stuff done. I didn't want to toss it until I knew that I had made, either transferred it to my inbox or actually did it, okay? I also want to get into time tracking. Just being able to sit here and say, okay, I did this task. This is how long it took me. I really want to do that. So that's why if I keep it insert in my planner, it's more likely I'm going to try to use it. I like implementing different things and trying different things out to really see how I can be my most productive self. And I think that you guys should do that as well. Sometimes we continue to use the same system and it's just not working for you. So why do we keep using something that's not working? So that's why you constantly see all the different changes within my system. I just have to change something if it's not working in that moment. Okay, so now we get to routines. I'm not going to explain to you exactly how I do my routines. So I know when you look at certain things, it's going to be a little overwhelming. I also do have a whole video on my channel showing you guys how I do my routines, the whole exact process. And I'll do an updated video as well. So you can see that and I'll talk you through what you're going to see when you see the next page is coming up. All right. I've got a little pocket here. This is mini size. Sometimes I like to stack things in different sizes that may not go with that particular size. So this is a mini pocket folder that's double-sided. And I've just got some inspiration in here. These are our current freebie cards. And then I have this card in here that I was intending on using for something, but then I forgot, but I still kept it in there. And then y'all, I do habit track now. Okay. I love to see all the X's and check marks. It just gives me all the feels, all the vibes, and just lets me see what I'm achieving. So these are all the habits that I track. I love that it's on one page because usually, a habit tracker is going to look like this. And I don't always like that. I just want it to be on a regular page like a normal person. And so that's what I created. All right, so you'll see my regular habit tracker, and then I have my growth habit tracker, two separate trackers that I'm using. Tasks are different on both. Okay, so this is what I'll be using for March. I need to add a new one for March for this one. All right, so that's what I got there. Also, y'all, I'm tracking my mood. Because as I get older, y'all, I'm changing. My body's changing, my attitude's changing, my vibe is changing. I want to be able to see how that looks for me. So I decided to use our year in pixels tracker. You can use this for whatever you want. I'm using it for my mood tracker. So you can see all the various colors. I obviously didn't track it for the last few days of March, but your girl's all over the place. Okay, she happy one day and she stressed another day. Okay, she calm one day and she motivated the next day. Like, who am I? Okay, but I want to see this. This is such a great insert. So I'm going to go ahead and just resume in March. I might try to just remember how I was feeling or look in my my 1 line a day journal, because I'm keeping up with that, and then that'll help me to fill in these days. I want the whole thing to be filled in. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys month by month how that looks, and then here's where you'll be able to say, okay, I had 2 sad days, I had 2 happy days, I had 3 neutral days. So I'm going to fill that in as well for January and February, and that's just a matter of going here and saying, okay, how many purples are there, how many blues are there, and then writing in that number. Then I could do my little self-reflection at the end of the year. All right, I've got my planner routine. This little page here came from my life admin tasks ideas. I just cut it off and popped it in. Planner routine. Everybody needs one. This comes in vellum and paper. So this is the paper version, and it just tells me what I need to do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis to make sure that I am planning effectively. Okay. Then we get to our routines. Remember, you're not gonna know what this is unless you refer to that previous video. And again, I'll do an updated video, but these are all of my routines. Okay. Don't get overwhelmed. I got you. We're gonna do another video. Okay. So I have a few pages of that. All right. And by now I know my routines. I just keep a lot of stuff for reference, and I just can't get rid of certain things. It's just good to have it in there. All right. Then we get to goals. I have a little reminder here that says you are the CEO of your life. Hire, fire, and promote accordingly. Absolutely. Okay. And then this is the other freebie card that comes standard. You get 2 freebie cards and then the big card in all of your orders. I have it pinned here and then a little triangle paperclip as well. And then my goals has this beautiful marble vellum with our goals sticky notes just popped on the page just in case. And then we have life area goals. This is the half sheet. And then I have my full pages. So these are all of my goals. All right. I like to write them in and I like doing it by life area. For me, that works. I can have 3 goals by the various areas of my life. And that's just what works for me. All right. So I have more of those inserts. And then we're going to be doing our vision board. We haven't done it yet. I think I'm going to do a short form video on this. I've been lazy with my with this particular insert for some reason, but I really want to take it seriously and I want to make it more fun. I want to add more photos and things like that. So stay tuned because I am going to do a video on this. I promise I got you. Okay. So this is how that looks. And you know, we usually make it a fold out. So you'll know what that means when that video comes out. But for right now, it's just a set of inserts in my planner. And then we get to this insert here. Now this is fairly new in the shop. It's daily habits, short-term, long-term goals. And this is the insert that I use for my videos when you'll see, if you want this, then you need to do this. And so I love this insert. So I kept it in here, you know, because of course I had to photograph it for that reason. And then also, so I can write in some daily habits which lead to certain goals. All right. So I've got a few of those in here. All right. And then we get to the home section. The home section has a bunch of different sticky notes popped in. These are my various different systems in life. So I have a meal planning system, a regular planner system. I have a command center. I have an education system, a cleaning system, a budgeting system, a faith planning system, routines, document organization, excuse me, and a self-care system. Everybody should have all of those systems, okay? And then I have meal planner, sticky note, or not sticky note. I have a meal planner notepad on the backhand side, all right? So I just keep that popped in there. You see it. You see it. Don't play with me. This is another semicircle dashboard, y'all, and it says focus. It's so gorgeous. This is from our Moody Aesthetic collection, and I love it. I love it. So I just added that here, and then I added some sticky notes on the back. Then we get to my meal planner. If you are new here, meal planning is my favorite part of planning. I love to eat and I love to cook. So it would only be natural that I have a full meal planner in here. Okay. So this is the hub of me coming in and figuring out what we're having for dinner and for me for lunch every single week. I don't neglect this. Sometimes I don't always do the monthly. I am going to fill it in. But again, March just started. But I keep up with this faithfully. And then when it comes to my content, what that I told you about for my Kita's Food and Fit, I come here first, plan out all my meals, and then I'll come to that part of my planner in my business section. Of course, I write it in my personal section. Whatever we're having for dinner is going to go here, my meals, okay? But when it comes to content, I need to be able to know what I'm cooking so I can film that video. And so I spread them out based on what I'm having for dinner on the various days of the week, especially, I mean, I have to be really strategic with this. So like, for instance, I know Monday I'm making turkey chili. That's going to be in the evening. I probably won't feel like, oh no, I'm sorry. That was last week. I'm making shrimp and broccoli stir fry. I'm probably not going to feel like filming that and editing and uploading all of that on Monday because I'm making it Monday. So I'm going to do the egg tuna salad. Since I'm having it for lunch, I can go ahead and film it and then I can upload it the same day. This will probably go on the next day, if that makes sense. So I try to be really strategic with what I can actually do because I have a ton of things that I'm doing on a daily basis. So I need to spread things out. All right. And I'm still going to record it on Monday, but I'm not going to post it until the next day because that's just what works the best. All right. So this is everything we're having for lunch and dinner. I eat 2 times a day. I'm doing hyperketosis again. Okay. I've lost almost 50 pounds so far. Yes, we have. Okay. And I have a number that I want to get to this week and I have to do another round in order to get to that number. So this is everything we're having. I have all of the food. I went and ordered my groceries already. They got delivered this morning. And so I'm ready to go put everything all away. Did a grocery haul video. As you can see, that's on my schedule to do a grocery haul video. Boom, bam, pow, she's done. And then I did this video as well. I just have to upload the haul video. So that's what this whole planner system is just so effective for me because everything flows together. Everything flows together. This goes into that, which feeds into this, which feeds into that. And I know where everything is. And so she got planner peace Finally, y'all. If y'all are OGs, y'all know that it's been a lot of changes over the years. And again, I'm still making tweaks. But right now, I just feel so good with how my setup is and how I'm planning and what I've been able to achieve with using my planner. That's why I'm such a huge advocate for it. Whether it's digital or this, but for me, this just works out better. I'm not an all digital girl. Although I do have some digital aspects that I use. This is what helps me to be the most productive. Okay, so this is how my meal planner looks. As you see, she keeps it simple. Sometimes I'll color code. So all the ingredients for the egg tuna salad, I'll highlight in pink or whatever color, just so I know when I'm getting ready to make it. If I look at pink, I know those are the items I need. So usually I'll color code it. I just didn't feel like doing that this week. All right, so that's my meal planner. So I'll do a quick flip through so you can see all the inserts that are included in the meal planner. All right, and then usually I'll come and do a recipe card so I can pop that in the week because I cook 3 times a week in terms of dinner. The other days are leftovers. And so usually I'll have 3 recipes popped in my planner for easy access. I want to be able to just take my planner to the kitchen and have all the recipes. I don't want to fumble on TikTok or wherever to find the recipe. I want it to be easy for me to see. So that's why I like to use the recipe cards as well. We have 2 versions of these. This is the most updated version. I moved the box from here to here and a couple of different things to make it more streamlined. All right, and then these also come with that insert, the family favorites. Okay, this is just a repurposed insert, which probably said family favorites. But this is lunchbox ideas or lunch ideas for Addison. She's homeschooled now. I need to know what she's eating. Usually it's what I eat. Everybody eats what I eat now. I used to be that girl where I make something for them and something for me because I'm on a lifestyle change, but now y'all eat what I eat. Okay, I'm not cooking 2 separate things. Who do you think I am? So now I just do everything for everybody. And after all, it is healthy, so they're eating healthy. And I think a win is a win. So that's what we do now. But I still like having ideas, and especially if she goes back to school, these are some great ideas for me to throw in her lunchbox. Then some items that everybody should keep on hand, like tissue, paper towels, soap, sanitizer, stuff like that. And then you have your, that's the same thing, items to keep on hand, your freezer meals, if you do freezer meals, refrigerator inventory, because really this whole thing should be filled in. Okay, I'm being a bad girl. And then I can come here and see what I have on hand without having to go to my fridge, freezer, and pantry. Okay, this is filled in and I keep up with it. So that's something I want to implement in 2025. That's a goal of mine because these could be so helpful. Then we have household items inventory. Okay, these are some different systems when it comes to meal planning, all right? And then some different templates in terms of what you can make on a weekly basis, like crock pot Mondays, salad Tuesdays, soup Wednesdays, leftover Thursdays, food out Friday, pasta Saturdays, things like that. That's very helpful. All right. And then when I do Addison's lunchbox and her meal planning for when she's eating at school, this was what I was using for that, to be able to have a snack for her and then her lunchbox. So I'm keeping this in here because, again, I don't like to get rid of inserts, especially when they're not all the way used. All right. And then these are awesome because these are our new inserts that are tear off. So you could do your meal planner here. You can write your grocery list in here, and then y'all, you can tear it off. You can tear it off. It's perforated. That's really cool, right? So these are new, and you can opt for them not to be perforated if you don't want them to. Once you pull off the list, you take it with you to the grocery store, and then you still have your meal planner here. Now just know that it is double-sided, so you will want to come back and use the other side. Unless you have a super long grocery list, of course, you won't be able to use the other side, but then you'll still be able to use the other side for a meal planner or a menu planner. You just won't have the grocery list. You'll have to do it on a separate sheet of paper. All right, then we get to all things cleaning. So I have a declutter challenge in here. These were a part of a collaboration I did. And so I kept it in here for myself because every now and then I like to do a good challenge. These inserts were included as well. This is pillow placement and bed making cheat sheet, as well as a bedroom cleaning challenge. All right, this insert here came from cleanmama.net. It's another clean challenge. I just like challenges, okay? A daily schedule for my cleaning. A weekly schedule for my cleaning, all right? All the different parts. I do zone cleaning if you're new here, where you pick a zone, you do all the tasks, all the cleaning within that zone. Usually it's going to be around the same area to each other, and that just makes cleaning that much easier. All right, then we get to projects for the house. So I got a lot of projects I still need to do. So of course I write that in. Love a good project, just haven't had time to do them like I would like, but I want to get into some more projects. So I have a few different sheets. This is one version, and then this is another version. You know, I like to have multiple versions of inserts, y'all, okay? And then this is Miss Addison Rose's daily schedule for her homeschool. This is her exact schedule. Love this insert here to be able to just map out all the things she has to do so I can stay on track of everything, all right? Back to school checklist. list for her based on when you need to do it, 2 months ahead, 1 month before school, 2 weeks before school, 1 week before school, the night before the first day, and the first day. Love this insert, doesn't really change. And then this on the back is for school supplies, clothing, and groceries. Decorated it with some stickers as well, just to make it fun. Then we get to finances, all right? And again, I'm purging out the old stuff and I'm putting in the March stuff. First and foremost, a financial wellness routine for daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. That's important, okay? My budget workbook. Okay, we do the budget by paycheck method, which is awesome. I have to do one for March. Again, we just started March, so I added these for March. All right, got to purge some things out from last year. And so this is how the inserts look. The income tracker, subscription tracker, debt reduction tracker, debt snowball tracker. Some stuff I popped in and some stuff actually comes, and you'll know what comes with it because you'll see the deep dark line at the top. So this insert didn't come with it, but I needed another side. So I added that other side. Budget challenges, then we got savings tracker, and we have wish list, donation tracker, and that's the end of those inserts, with the exception of the ones I just told you I popped in. And then there are some other inserts included, which I'll show you, but I made it to where you can separate the two so that you can pop in a new set of monthly inserts without getting in the way of this stuff. The formatting is perfect. All right, now these are new. We just created these recently. These are the budget check-in. I'm gonna start to use those this month. So these aren't a part of the budget workbooks because again, you don't see that bold line there. And then these are included with the budget workbook, all right? So this is your paycheck budget. And so this is how your monthly looks. And then you have your check by check. Okay, you have enough for 4 weeks. And then at the end, you've got your expense trackers. All right, so that's how that looks. Again, we will come back and do it for March, and I may do a budget video this month. We'll see. I'm trying to do more evergreen, timeless content for you guys for like reference purposes. Evergreen content is always a good idea. So I'm trying to stick with mainly that as opposed to like my personal, like this is considered a personal type video. This isn't an evergreen type video. An evergreen would be like how to plan your day, planner 101, how to be more productive. Things like that are really what I'm trying to focus on, more generalized videos. But every now and then I got to do something like this, right? Okay, so that's my financial section. And then we get to my fitness section. So I've got just some ideas here for breakfast and lunch. Okay, then we have a nice little grid vellum here with a quote that says, this week's affirmation, I control my own happiness, which I do. Okay, so I have to keep that in just for inspiration. We have this 28-day keto challenge that I go through or do every now and then. So I like to keep that in here. Then we have the quick reference cheat sheet that I talked about before, which I feel like everybody should have. It doesn't have to be for the purposes I use it for, which is for my low carb snacks. It could be for anything. So I'd like to know really quickly if I want a snack that's low carb, what can I pull? I don't want to fumble through my phone. I don't want to have to remember. I want something that I can quickly look at, which is this cheat sheet. All right. And then I want to be able to use this more. I started in February, but didn't track anything, but I want to write down my weight and see how it fluctuates. And because I get on the scale every single day. So I just need to remember to come back here and check it. And I do use a scale that has an app. So I technically can go into the app and do that, but I really want to see visually how I'm doing, you know, on paper. So that's why I kept that in here, as well as the food fitness calorie. Don't really use this that often, but I do love these. I typically put all that stuff in my meal planner, and I don't want to have to come and write that here as well. All right, but I do keep it there. Then we get to faith. I have my meeting schedule just popped in on a sticky note, as well as I know you keep seeing this. This is a breakdown of Genesis. It is kind of a new year, so I do want to start over with my Bible reading. Then I have my weekly schedule, which I need to either punch or figure out how I want to do this. It hasn't fallen out yet, which is a good sign. This is how I study, all right? So when you see the various different things on my calendar, so typically you're going to see that here in my personal calendar. At the top, weekly Bible, treasures, congregation study, all of that, excuse me, is based on this schedule here. It's really cool. All right, so that's how I study. And so let's move it on over to this. This is my Bible reading schedule. So this helps with getting through the Bible. So there's little check marks and different chapters and things like that. So I just keep this popped in. Then I have scriptures to remember. So I keep a few pages of that. And I really have been putting it in my phone, if I'm honest. And I've been flagging things in the Bible. And so I don't always come here to write in scriptures that you can see. but I kept it here. Who knows how I'll use that in the future. Then I have this because my next section is personal. So I have a little vitamin schedule here. I'm on, again, a whole healthy weight loss kick, and your girl is about self-care now. Remember before I used to talk to you guys about how I used to neglect self-care? She don't neglect it no more, okay? A win is a win, right? So aren't y'all proud of me that I'm now focusing on me and I'm doing more for me? Okay, I think that's because that boy is gone. The girl be stressing me out too though, but the boy, okay? And now he's on his own and it's just less stressful around here. With two, now it's one. And I can do one. I can do two too. But I'm just saying that it's allowing me to have a little more me time. If you know, you know. Okay, so I have my self-care checklist here so I can have things for my mind, body, and soul. And then I check it off during the week as I'm completing it. So it comes with a bunch of different, of course, inserts within the set. Then, you guys, I have high blood pressure, although here's another win. Y'all, life is all about small wins. Small wins. Not necessarily, the big wins are great, but the small wins add up too. So I have been able to reduce my blood pressure medicine because I lost almost 50 pounds. That's crazy to me. I hate taking medicine and I didn't like the way it made me feel. So your girl is doing great with just not having to take the full dose. I was taking 2. So I track my blood pressure, you know, not so much now. I really should every day, but sometimes I don't, if I'm being honest. Okay, then I have a bucket list. I'm working on some stuff for spring. And so I need to fill in some inspiration here. And I want to put some photos here to really make it pop. But I've got a few things here that I want to do this spring. So I love this insert. This is fairly new as well. As y'all see, I'm on an insert creation kick. Y'all give me suggestions and I'm gonna do it. So if you're not a part of our Facebook group, make sure you join because that's where you give me suggestions. I've created so many different inserts for some of you that you have asked for special requests because I know it will help you and I want to help you. That's my goal, y'all. That's my goal. If y'all haven't seen that by now, that my goal is to help and to just help, you know, make you be the most and best person that you can be. However I can do that, then who are you? Then you must be new here, okay? And so that's my goal in life, is that I just really want to help and be a source of positivity and a light for you all. And hopefully I'm doing a good job of doing that. And I take so much from you as well. So keep those positive vibes coming, keep those comments coming. I look at every single one of them. And sometimes y'all almost bring me to tears, okay? So next up, I have this 50 best practices for living a well-designed life. If you've been here for a while, you know I just keep that in here. Okay, and then we were gonna have a party for our last year's anniversary, or for our 20th anniversary rather, and I said nah. I kept the list there, but I was like, nah, that's too much. Sometimes I feel like throwing a party is more for other people than you. You can't rest and have fun because you doing too much. You doing the most, and so I was like, get somebody else to do it. So I didn't do it. We did something else. Just he and I. Okay, then I have some date night ideas for when I'm home, in town, and out of town. And then we have this pocket folder here that has different slots where I have different things. I use these all the time for dating my planner. Then I have some sticky notes here, a photo of Addison and I from a while ago, some transparent sticky notes, some washi tape on a little holder, and then on the back, just a journal card, a couple of different journal cards, some sticky notes from our first ever box. Do you remember this box, the Marble Dreams? This is from that. I just can't part ways with it. I can't use it. And y'all showed up for that box. Sold it out in minutes. In minutes. It was insane. I miss those days. So I keep that in here along with some stickers as well. All right. Then we're just getting to fill paper at this point. So I just keep various fill paper in here just to be able to have it readily available. So that way I'm not fumbling around trying to find what I need. Keep some half sheets in here as well as some full sheets just for easy access. All right. So that's what I keep in the back. Then I have a no tab dashboard. Pinned to that, I have 3 different pins. Well, 4, but who's counting? I have this pen here, which is the Pilot Sharpie. I use that for transparent sticky notes. And then I have this pen here, which is new to the game. And this is the twin tone, Tombow twin tone. And it has just a fine tip here and then a little bit thicker tip here, you know, just for making something pop. So I keep that in here. All right, then I also have a mild liner in gray. Gray is my color, and this is what I use to highlight everything. And then I have my favorite pen right now. Y'all know how I feel about pens. I'm a pen snob. And right now, this is the pen that I'm loving. I'm gonna show you. We have these available in the shop too, or actually I'll be adding them today because I just got them in stock. But this pen, is awesome. This is the Zebra Swarovski Dry, or Zebra Swarovski Dry X 0.7. Y'all always be wanting to know what pens I'm using. This is the pen that I'm using. I love this pen right now. It's not the most aesthetic pen, as you see, but y'all, it writes so beautifully. It just glides on the page. Okay, so that's that. So that's the end of my planner, you guys. And then I just keep a little pocket folder in here with some more torn off notepads for easy access. I have a tracker there. That might just be all tracker. Yep, habit tracker. And I just keep that popped right on in the back. And then our paint colors for our house, I keep in my planner. If you ever want to know our paint colors, this is it. Screenshot it, okay? This is Lowe's Valspar paint. All right, so that's what I keep in the pocket folder, and it is double-sided, which I love. Our pocket folders are double-sided. Then I got 2 pockets back here, and then this is the back cover to the hard cover, okay? And that's how it looks. So I could literally pull it out. Look at how beautiful it is and glossy it is. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. And so this is my whole vibe. So if I wanted to pull this out and just use it like this, I could put a little elastic band around, which we do have. And then I'd have to take one pin out so I could put this pin in. I don't really keep too much in my front pocket, so it makes it easy for me to be able to have this look if I wanted to. But I do like having that extra protection. So that's why I keep it inside of this leather cover. All right, y'all. Still my setup, right? You've seen it all. You know exactly how my planner is set up. You know how I feel about my planner setup. I hope it's magnetic, okay? Which means you'll want to grab a couple of things maybe. No pressure once again. You'll be in a good place to start using your planner once you get it all set up the way you want. I think that that's very important in using your planner. You have to love it. It has to be visually appealing to some degree. And so getting it set up the way you want is going to be the thing that really helps you to use it. And in turn, you're going to be more productive. It just is what it is, okay? And so that's my planner setup, you guys. I love a good flip through video. It's something about it that gives me all the vibes, that gives you all the vibes. It inspires me sometimes when I look back and I see things, I'm like, ooh, that actually ate, okay? And I'm like, that was a good addition. Or I'm like, now what was I thinking? Take that out of here, okay? And so these types of flip through videos give me all the feels, all the inspiration, and just let me see where maybe I can make a few adjustments to make my planner that much more effective for me as well. So it's a twofold. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I want you to be super inspired. I'm in my Kylie Perkins era, okay? I want to be that girl for you, and I need you to be that girl for me, okay? Because we got to motivate each other to stay on track of this thing called life, because life be lifing, and it's definitely lifing. And so not having a planner would make life in the wrong direction for me. I need to have it. It just keeps me on track, and hopefully you guys will implement one if you don't have one yet. And if you do have one, hopefully with a few tweaks, you'll feel like you have that planner piece that everybody seeks, okay? So subscribe to the channel here. I would love it if you became a part of the family. And of course, as always, you can catch another video, in which case I'll see you then.